Alright, today is Tuesday and I have a lot of stuff to get through. One of them has my first King Charles stamp there, ever have gotten, so that's very cool. And then I got no TTMs here, but I got some other purchases in mail here, and I got a huge pickup which I want to do right now because it's the elephant in the room. Look these up on the internet and see what they've sold for, and some of them are pretty good. Some of them sell $15 a piece. I got these free. I was buying a jigsaw puzzle which I need like a hole in the head. I would have liked to show you that one here, but doesn't seem to be here. But these were in the free box, and I took every one of them because it's technically a set. Station Service Manual, Volume 2 of Bell System from 1978. Then we got a Bell System book here from 80, so I got to see which ones to keep, which ones to. And there's also repair manuals for payphones, for doing the coin mechs and stuff. So I can find those Coin Crafts manual. I'm not exactly sure what that is there, but I haven't looked at that one yet. And then there's a couple of those with different dates on them. And then I got a whole bunch of these here, and let's see. These definitely have been used. Public Services Station Manual, and all kinds of notes and things in here. Kind of somebody used a bookmark here. Some sort of interesting, I don't know, foreign language, like Coors t-shirt transfer was used as a bookmark, so that's kind of neat. So the stuff you can find in the free box, there's just schematics and interesting cards here they use as bookmarks here. I'm not sure what that's for. Some sort of logbook sheet there. And then, excuse me, and then some of these, let's see if I can get to this, Coin Service Manual, and I'll show you some of these things here, and it shows a couple of repairing coin mechanisms and working on payphones. How cool is that? Very unusual, but I believe like the last lot of these books that I got sold for around $75, so that was good to get that for free. I do have a payphone in one of the kind of the game room type of thing or whatever, but it's not really set up properly, but mine is newer than those 70s manuals. Anyway, very cool to have those. Then this was picked up on, because I have a lot of stuff to get through here. Picked this up on eBay for next to nothing. This is the 1975 Troop 179 North Shore Trek. So how many Troop 179 patches are out there? I don't know, but I really liked it and I got that. And it was not very much at all. Very happy to get that. Came in a PWE. Then we have some other things here. These cards are not gradable if people even still do that sort of thing. I'm so sick of hearing about grading and not grading and all this garbage and stuff. It was just really, really unfortunate, but what can you do? I wish people would shut up about grading, but they're just not going to. But anyway, these cards are in a little rougher condition than I thought they were going to be, because I could only see partial images or no images, but I took, you know, but I bought the lowest priced ones I could and some of the lowest, you know, but these are all set pickup, I'll say set pickups, but they're, for my, what do you call it, my examples collection here. So this is the 7980, I believe, Scotland, St. Mirren. And this is Bobby Torrance, but I didn't realize that Bobby Torrance would have a crease right down here, and there's a crease right across here. I don't know if you'll be able to see any of that. This backdrop is not doing good. It looks like a white background here, just washed out. It's look like you're looking at, you know, snow blindness there. I need to get a better backdrop there. It looks great to me from here, but camera's not showing it up right. But this is the red back variety. It's really rough here, like it's an OPG type of card there. Really rough here. That's folded over, but I can fix that there. But yeah, and it's off-centered here. So again, this video is not for you if you're scared of getting cards that are creased. But trying to get an example of that card has been just absolutely ridiculous. They're hard to find. And then we've got Jockey Scott of Dundee. And so I picked up another one of these thinking that I would get a better condition one. No, this is almost nearly identical. The other one is like creased right across his face there. It's just super, super hugely creased right there. The Jim Fallon card that I have is super creased. This is Dundee. And it's a greenback, so that's another Scotland one. But again, the price was okay. But again, you know, I think it was like $1 something for each card there. And then we got a few more from the same seller. Again, you can't always, they just show the cards fanned out, so you can't really see what you're getting. So a lot of people will just buy cards and not worry about it. This is Willie Pettigrew And again, there's kind of a dent and some scratches on the front of it. Shoot Goal Scottish All-Stars Willie Pettigrew forward. And this is the yellow background, so the 1975 Scotland, and I had to get one of these. So there's that one there. Cards with damaged corners usually get even more damaged by sticking them in. I was put in a cut up, probably an Ultra Pro page or something, I don't know. But so these are the 1975-ish era ones, 76, and this is the yellow borders. I believe that's one. I think that's what that's from. Don't quote me on that one. Then we have 3 more from that seller. There's another one with a massively huge crease. So these are very poor condition. Think of your baseball cards from 1970s. Here's a Wilson Hagen of Dundee. Again, I just picked random people, you know, based on their availability and sort of thing. Some of them I got to see the pictures, but again, when you show a picture like that, you won't be able to see the crease. If you do it this way, you might be able to see like that. It's a faded crease there. And again, this also has the yellow background on it. I don't know how many of that set that I have. I have 3 or 4 now from this set. So that one there. But again, they're about half of the size of a regular base set from Great Britain. Here's a Great Britain card here. Here's Select 11. And this is Billy Bremner. Just a tiny little crease down here and a little off-centered, but nothing to get worried about there. So Billy Bremner, I think he was a decent player. And there's the back there, so it's one of the regular ones there. And then we have the 76 style. I believe that's what sorry, I'm getting confused on my ear. Well, you know, it's a 76 design. There's Alan Hansen of Partick Thistle. So there's that one there. And it's one of the better ones, but it's a very, very dull surface. So it's got a different sheen to it, different type of paper. It's very, very dull. I'll try something here. Let's see if I can clean some of that dirt off of there very quickly. I have to do it very quickly so I don't. Some of that might come off, but not much. It's in the card there, but I'll try to see if I can get some of that crud off of there. It's pretty gross. But anyway, so there is Alan Hansen, Partick Thistle, and again, another one of those yellow backgrounds. They do stack up quite a bit. So I was able to get combined shipping from that seller. Now this is from a USA seller. Some of the condition is better, and some of it is not as good as I thought. So this Kenny Dalglish is not in very good condition, but I think I paid only $2 for it. There's kind of a bent over corner up here, and it's off center, and it's kind of dulled, and it's got some a myriad of like little nicks and dings all over the card that you can't really see when you're looking at it straight on there. It looks, hey, that looks pretty good. It photographed really well. And there is the back of that one there, again, off kilter there. But he's card number 1, so I'm happy to have card number 1. But there's over 350 more cards to get, you know, from that set. So, you know, do you really want to spend $500 or more just putting them one together, one by one? And then we have a few. I wanted to grab a few Manchester Uniteds because that's the big team, you know. My question to you, and you will not know, but if you do know, is this the best card in the set, and is there any other reason to grab anybody else? That's my question, because am I just going to be getting like 300 plus commons if I keep going? So here's a few more. That one was in a top loader without a penny sleeve. This one was in a penny sleeve, and some of them were not penny sleeved. Lou Macari there, very well centered card there, and it's this was from a set break. But all the corners, of course, are damaged and ruffled around there. So, that sort of thing. Lou Macari. And again, it's the same back here. So this is the England versions here from Topps. And these are from 78, I think. And there's Everton Jimmy Pearson. And I'm working on some more, like the more action shots versus the, you know, just like kind of studio shots here. See, like this one here. Jockey Scott, that's just kind of like, you know, not action at all. Then we have Peter Wythe, Nottingham Forest. Again, I just picked ones that just interested me, and again, also based on when the auctions were ending. This is Chelsea, John Phillips. I outbid several people on items, but then also people outbid back, and so I didn't win many of those, but I couldn't figure out why they were paying extra for those. I didn't see any great deal, but again, people were looking for centering, and this one's really good condition, but it's not very well centered, and who cares? Centering is just, you know, you're going to ruin your life if you worry about centering. Mick Lyons, again, another action shot there. I need to do, you know, but it's going to take me, you know, looking at all 300 plus cards, almost 400 cards, to see how many action shots versus just, you know, face shots there are. Then we have Brian Robson for WBA, West Bromfield, or West something, Albion? I don't know. I don't know my teams that well. West something. And then we've got two Manchester United. Sammy McElroy was in a penny sleeve for no apparent reason. He's got some of the same type of damage as the first one there. The Kenny card. And there's that one there. And it's another action shot. And then we have game shots. And then we have Steve Coppell. Probably one of the better conditioned ones there. Nicely centered there. So Steve Coppell. So I got those. And, you know, double check and see. Because the seller was doing a bunch of set breaks. And I missed on some other cards that I sort of wanted here. And these were all USA purchases. But again, it did kind of add up there. And it was like $4.50 for shipping. And something crazy like that. And I was like, oh man. Because, you know, things just add up on you. But again, if you don't do your homework right, you won't get the right cards. You have two completely different sets there. And again, one with a massive crease there. Huge crease. So I had to kind of do my homework and see if I can get another one that doesn't have... I don't mind corner damage and wear on the sides, but man, that crease is huge. And I would have not picked that one if I had known it was right across his face there. Nothing you can do about that because, again, beggars can't be choosers when you're just trying to get any card from a set, you know, any one. So let me know how I should proceed with those. Any ideas? If you know nothing about soccer cards, well, I feel sorry for you. But anyway, the week is just going okay. You know, it's this and that and this and that and this and that. So anything else here? Like I said, I didn't really want to grab all those books, but I would have just grabbed one or two. But you know, taking them all was the best thing I could do. Then I got to figure out how to get rid of them. I do not know how to sell them on eBay. And no, the $75 is not like an instant $75. You know. I don't know anybody who knows this book. That's why they were in the junk box. People thought they were trash. And they were just sitting there for free. For how many weeks, days? I don't know. I guess I'll just finish off the video with that. But like I said, this will add I do have some space in my binder for that, so I'll have to kind of clear out another page. I think I didn't realize how many pages I need for that stuff. But I may start with the amount of these coming in more frequently, then I might have to put those in a separate binder. I didn't really want to do that, but because it's part of my example binder. But that's all for today, and let me know what you're working on, what you're doing, and thank you for watching. Alright, we have a little bonus content because what happened was I was checking my postal receipt. Man, post office was expensive. I put, you know, a lot of postage on already. I don't have it here, but mailing one book, medium mail, was almost $7. It was $6 something. Crazy, one book. So whatever you do, try not to do medium mail. Try not to do that. It's just absolutely insanity. But I got 2 letters I found in the car while I was doing that. So we got some extra bonus mail here. I don't know which side to rip this open here. From Tulsa, Oklahoma. Came out right here, way over there. I don't remember this stamp here, but anyway, let's just open this up and see what we have. And then we got one from Canada. Interesting. Okay. Jim Willoughby. Okay. So I want to say this was gifted to me by one of the YouTubers. Goes by the name of Fazo. So I think it's Steve that gave me this one here. So thank you for that one. And I got Jim Willoughby to sign it. It's very, very cut wrong. You can see some of the, almost see some of the edging. There's like some dashes or lines there. It's really hard to see that, but very cool. And the back is not too terribly off-center there, but the front is crazy off. So I think that was kind of neat to have that one signed. And then this one came from Rebecca Tulin. out of Canada, and I was trying to remember who she was, and I just looked her up very quickly, and it'd be cool if I just don't know how people sign certain items. Do the best that I can. They didn't cancel any of my stamps. I've had the envelope for years and added some other postage to it, and it looks like it made it all right. So very cool. So if you have little bits of Canadian postage floating around, check the eBay listings for those. I don't know how that's working, but anyway, very cool there. So let's see what we can get out of this one here. I don't know if it's wanting to come out. I don't want to wreck my envelope here. Okay, there's a trading card there. And you know, one of the things about these modern trading cards is they're not going to work for autograph requests at all. They're just not. So, anyway, this is Rebecca Tulin. I was going to send off one of these, but you can see it's kind of like that top's now kind of shined to the front of it and to the back of it, so she couldn't sign the front of it. She did the best she could in some sort of ballpoint pen on the back of it. So Rebecca Tulin has signed the back of it. So I'm not going to work to see if I can get any more of these signed because they're just going to mess up the card. That's all it is. So, but the reason why I sent an extra item here, which barely fit in the envelope. Maybe she cut it. No, she didn't. But anyway, Rebecca Tulin has doodled and autographed on this. So if you have some used Canadian stamps, throw them on an index card and you'll get an awesome autograph out of that. If for some reason they can't sign the upper deck card there. So that's very cool to have that. Jim Willoughby and Rebecca Tulin. So very interesting returns there. Very unusual. And this one here. And thank you for watching.